Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kai, and welcome back to Farlands Season 2. This is episode number 2. So, it has been a couple of weeks since my last recording episode, and it's actually been a little bit of time since I've actually on the server, because we did have some server-side ping issues, which as a result I wasn't able to join the server comfortably. So this is actually my first week back, start of a second week back at the time of recording this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you is a little bit of what's been going on, a couple of my huge dramatic fails, and a couple of accomplishments, and I'm going to tell you what my plans are going forward. So as you can see, I am now fully geared up with the help of Ron and a couple of other members from the server, and a brand new shop which I've just not long launched, but we'll talk about that later on. What I'm going to do now is I'd like to jump over to my initial farming district, and I'll talk you through what the plan was over there, and we'll show you what's over there. So I've actually brought you back a couple of seconds or so early because I wanted to show you this. This is the Nether Hub that Dark has been working on. It's absolutely huge. She has done an absolutely fantastic job. She's powering through this thing, and it's not fully done yet, but I wanted to show you it because it is absolutely stunning. There's an arrow on the ground there. No, it was probably Vow. Vow sneaking away into the background there. I'll take the arrow. Which they didn't even pick up. But yeah, so let's head along this tunnel here. I'm sharing this tunnel, as far as I know, with Xeroed and I think somebody else. It's also the way to the mining desert. If we head along the red glass, past the red glass, into this section here, this is my farming district. A couple of reasons for this farming district, but we'll talk about those again very, very shortly. Okay, so we come through the portal and we turn up at this snow village, which was my first mistake. But yeah, we'll talk about that again very, very shortly. So I started off by thinking, let's use this little village here to get myself my usual start in the game, which is an iron farm trading hall. And if you can see, apart from the fact that it's snow layers down here, there's a build over there which we will talk about in a minute. But what I done first was I built up a villager breeder over here in the distance. You can see it's just right there. And I did the usual kind of design where you have it is broken now. Ow. It's snow layers again. Where you have the two villagers in here. They breed, they fall into this hole, they come along this tunnel here, and then this chamber, and then we basically just fly them, move them over. I was flying them over two at a time to the iron farm that I had initially built up, which is the building over here. This thing here. And we had it all built up and nothing happened. So I did what I usually do. I reset the beds, nothing happened. Reset the workstations, nothing happened. Killed all the villagers apart from the two over there, and then GG came over and we moved the villagers with the happy gas there. And they are all now reset. So there is 20 villagers. All of them have been traded with. And there is 20 beds. I'll show you. Right here. And guess what? Still no iron golems. So I'm at a loss to see why this is. I don't know if it's something to do with snow layers or whatever it is, but the platform above is within the 7/8 blocks for iron golems to spawn. And I've tried standing here AFK for days. This is what this little box is here. And I've had absolutely nothing. So, yeah, me and Gigi spent a day and a half plus Xeroed AFK over there, breeding up villagers, growing them up, flying them over, and we absolutely failed miserably. Well, I failed miserably. They were just asking and doing what I asked. And you can see by the thickness of the snow layers and everything apart from it. Look, we're getting cats. You know, it is a village. But the thickness of the snow layers, and it's doing my absolute head in. I've no other words for it. So I have a plan which I will now tell you about. I am going to move my entire farming district from here way over there, about 1,000 blocks. And I'm going to change the iron farm design I'm going to use. Instead of this custom design, which I had built myself, I'm going to use a tried and tested bigger version, which I've never done before. It's slightly similar to a version I've done before from Old Guy, but it is a little bit different. We will talk about that shortly. But you may be asking, how did I get so geared up? Yeah, this village has a secret. As you can see, it is walled off there, and that is because this village actually has a stronghold underneath, which was the main reason I chose it, because my plan, still going forward, I do plan on digging out the stronghold and exposing it to the air, but for now, it is still just down this hole. So, the idea was, of course, to have an open stronghold with my base around it, which would be really, really cool with all the farms and all that kind of stuff. And obviously we can't really do that now because of the fact that I can't get nothing to spawn in this stupid snow biome. Options open to me are, I could go to the world build limit and build a massive glass platform to stop the snow. I could, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move my farming district. I'm still going to keep this area, but yeah. See, stronghold. But why did I want this? Well, because it gives me access, apart from how quickly it gives me access to this, there is another reason, but as I said, I was going to show you how I managed to get so geared up. So if I head along here, along this platform here, and we go all the way to the end island, I'll probably just cut this bit of clip. So if we get to the end of that path, I did just cut that, hopefully I remember to cut that, otherwise it's just a case of me just whistling away to myself as I fly over there. I have an area claimed, no, it shouldn't be this island, it should be the one behind it. And luckily I've got some end gateways all over the place, which is awesome to get us back. This will be obviously expanded out, and I do plan on having a base out here in the end, which is not like me at all. It is completely out of turn, but this entire area, up to that, about as far as I can go that way, and as far as I can go that way, is all mine. So, as you can see, there is a farm built over here, and this is it's a design I've not used before. I need to be careful with Enderman. But yeah, this is... Oh god, there's Enderman. I'll keep facing this way. I'll let him dying again. This is, as you can see, a Shulker Farm. And this took me... The fact I was based on basic gear. I've died about 1,000 times in the last week. Every time I die, GG just shouts again. It's, so this is the Shulker Farm. It's a design that I will link the tutorial for it in the description box below. But this has provided that many shulker boxes that I probably won't need to stand here again. There's all these. There is all these. There is... Oh, let's go for it. All of these. And it is absolutely... This thing throws out around about 1,250 shulker boxes, shulker shells an hour. So that's, I think I've got the monopoly when it comes to shulker shells. I know that somebody else has a shulker farm, but I don't think it's insane as this one. We'll have a quick go of it just for really quickly before we go back to spawn. This episode's definitely going to be shorter than the last one. So I'll just show you how this basically works. You go up this tower here. You can see that there's this ring around the outside. That way, every single one will aggro the second I set foot up there, and will almost instantly kill all the shulkers that are around me. Well, not instantly, but you know what I mean. Not instantly, but kill, dupe, drop, constantly, all over the place. And it is the most insane farm I've ever seen. I'll link it down in the description box below. I'll see if I can stop you things from firing at me, because otherwise what happens is they go down and then they end them and kill me. And just even a couple of seconds standing there, you'll probably find that we're probably about a quarter of a stack of shells. It is insane. Oh, he aggroed. There we go. Yeah, 14. And that was just a couple of seconds. That was empty. Whoa, that was dangerous. So yeah, I have... No, this guy, is he aggro? Yes, aggro. I'll stand here. Go away! So, yeah, we have got the monopoly when it comes to shulker shells this season. And we are going to have to build a pretty shop to go with it as well, which I plan to do for the next episode. I have a temporary shop, which I will probably do some kind of cut for in a second. Oh, he's on aggroed. Good. And we will have a look at that once I jump back to spawn. So, to save you all having to watch me fly back and all that kind of stuff, let's go back to spawn and I'll show you my shop and then I'll show you how much money it's actually made me already. So let's cut about now. So we're back here at spawn. That took quite a few more rockets than I should have done. I bounced off the portal a couple of times. But yeah, this right aside of our nether hub portal here, we have Mof's shells. And now I started off by having these priced at, I think it was 32 for a diamond. I've now went down to 1 diamond a stacked, and they are stacked at 16. No, it's 20. It's 20 for a diamond. I went down to 16 because, yeah, if I start giving folk 20, then that's the entire season's monopoly gone. And apart from 1 stack of these diamonds here, these are all shop profits. So that's a stack of 19 in the space of, you know, like a couple of days of this shop being built. And this shop obviously is not in its final form. And by the next one, I have the absolute perfect design for a shulker shop. And I'm going to be building it over there above my house because my house is the smallest house now at spawn. And we need to work on that as well. So my plans for this week is to continue to start off my new farming district, to build the iron farm, because iron is one of these monopolies that I really need a lot of. I use a lot of iron, I use a lot of redstone, and that's the kind of stuff we need. Underneath the house, I'm going to have a couple of the restarter type farms just to get rockets and stuff. There's a rocket shop right here. There's also another one over there behind the trees, hiding next to aliens. Little abode thing. I'll leave my shulker box there, it should be safe. I believe there's a rocket shop over here. There used to be. Oh, somebody's taken it down. It was there. Closed. Yeah, so I guess we're just using this rocket shop, but I would like to get a creeper farm and stuff sorted and get myself a little bit better prepared for things like that. So I guess until next week, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you haven't already, please do check out the link to all the absolutely awesome Farlanders. The chances are, by the time you watch this episode, 1 or 2 or 3 of them will be live over on Twitch, and the links are in the description box below. Until next time, I guess, please feel free to let me know what you think of everything that's going on in the comment section below. So yes, until next time, as I say, my name is Mr. Mof Gaming. Good night.